Hey y'all, welcome back to Misguided Intuition, where I could tell you better than I could tell me. This will be an oracle only general reading for the collective for Sunday, August 13th, 2023, or whenever you come across it. This is for whoever needs it. This is not sign specific. This is not topic specific. Where do I want to go with this? I have two assistants today. I have Angel in here again, my Catahoula German Shepherd. And then I have my Faithy May. That's my hound dog. She's a Beagle Basset mix, so she's a bagel hound. Yeah, did you hear your name? Okay, but you gotta stay over there because you guys don't know how to, shuffle cards and all that. Thank you. So, today, I know I want to start with these tea leaf fortune cards. I don't necessarily throw them or lay them out how the book says, but I read how I read. I am going to keep the book out to help translate. We're not going to use the months or astral house cards. I usually save that for myself, like for personal use. And then we're also going to use the fairy guidance oracle that my middle daughter had given me. She actually told me to keep the deck because she doesn't use it. So, books are over there. And all these little cards over here. And I really do shuffle these and throw these like my other cards. So let's see. I need to put this with the deck this goes with. Let's see what kind of messages we get today. So these are really interesting. I don't know about you guys. I like to watch tea leaf readings and coffee grounds readings and pretty much any form of divination I find incredibly fascinating, but I don't know how to do them all. I like when people post pictures of like fires and they're like, what do you see in the fire? Bonfires or candle fire, basically candle flame, that kind of thing. And with that, I usually can identify something. Occasionally melted wax, I might see something in that. But tea leaves and coffee grounds, for some reason I have a little bit more trouble interpreting, and I do not know how to divine by throwing shells or beads or anything like that. I do have a charm throwing bag that I put together, and that one I do, and I do those for me and my kids, and maybe occasionally for a friend, but otherwise I don't do that for anybody else. So set these over here. So I'm gonna go from this pile first, and then we'll check that pile and see what comes out, if anything. So what messages does the collective need to hear? We got Diamond. Oh, I put way over there. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. We got Apple. Temptation will test you. All right. I'm going to throw one more from each and see if anything else comes out. Anything else? Okay. These want to talk. I'm going to be done with that pile. This says, chair-filled, someone new is entering your life. Dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. I feel that goes together. I don't know. We'll get into that later. We got goldfish. Oh, flippers and flyers, y'all. All right, that is our tea leaf lot. We got goldfish and we got vine. This says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. How about both? That would be excellent, wouldn't it? Then we got vine. Seek out information that will help you. So, I don't know if the book, I've only used these a couple times, so this should go pretty fast. These look like very short descriptions here. So diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. A large multifaceted diamond glitters brilliantly. It is surrounded by roses and lilies. Roses indicate romance, while lilies denote spiritual love. The diamond symbol represents how precious the gift is, but it is not the cost of the gift that is important, as it could cost very little or nothing at all. The gift is precious because of what it means to the giver or receiver. So if it's in romance, it's in romance, right? If this is a spiritual gift, perhaps one of you is about to level up one of your spiritual gifts or abilities or skills or something. Maybe your, you know, maybe what is the word I'm looking for? Maybe one of your clair senses is coming in more. You know, there's clairvoyance, clairaudience, I get clairaudient, like I get songs all the time. It's annoying. It's trying to have a conversation with somebody. There's a concert in my head all the time. Like, I got a song for that. There's the one for, I can't ever remember the words. There's the clairsentience, and then there's the one for taste and the one for smell. But that being said, so perhaps the gift, if it's a spiritual gift, maybe it's one of your abilities coming in or strengthening and leveling up. So it could be that, which would be excellent. I feel that everybody is born, we all have it, like when we're born, right? When you're born, you are so pure and new and everything is open and your third eye is open. And then as we are raised and we grow up and we're molded and kind of stuffed in these little boxes and categories, and I think that blocks some of our abilities that we were born with. And so there are those who are going to hop out of that box and embrace, you know, what they're capable of, and there are those who are not going to. And no judgment either way. But in this instance, perhaps the precious gift that you're receiving, if it's not in romance, I think it might be a spiritual leveling up of some sort. So moving on, because I could stay on these for way too long. Apple says, temptation will test you. An apple hangs ripe and sweet from the bough of a tree, tempting passerby to pick it up. Wrapped around the bough, all but hidden by the leaves, is a snake guarding the apple. Yeah, it's very, very camouflaged here in the picture too. There's a snake in there. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. This symbol forewarns the querist to beware. You will be tempted to do something against your better judgment or something you know is wrong. You think that no one will know or find out. The snake is a warning that this will not be the case. Now, go back. If you're new here and you haven't seen it, go back to the video that I entitled Do It and Do It Right. We talked about that. Sometimes when you're trying to get to where you're going or what you're trying to manifest, and it's tempting to do some hinky shit and step on necks and do little sneak stuff to get to where you're trying to go. And this is the same message as was in that reading, is that you don't want to do that. You don't do those things. Like, the reward will not be as great, for one. And when you get found out, you might, literally when, by the way, not if, but when you get found out, you might lose the reward altogether, right? So, chair-filled, someone is entering your life with dark man. Chair-filled. A person sits on a chair in front of the querist. It is impossible to tell whether it's a man or a woman, but this card indicates that it's a man because of the angle. The back of the chair is decorated with irises, meaning that this person has an important message for the querist. This symbol signifies that someone new will enter or has just entered your life, but does not indicate whether it will be a man or woman or whether it will be for better or worse. Then it says check connecting cards to see if they reveal this information. Now, before we go there, we're going to go dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. His face is inscrutable. You will have dealings or a relationship with the man with dark complexion or hair. However, the symbol does not indicate whether the man is a friend or foe, or whether the friend relationship will be romantic, business, or social nature. Check the connecting cards to see if they reveal the nature of this man. Now, I don't know if this is positive or negative either. Because if we go to the left, we have temptation will test you. But if we go to the right, we have the goldfish, the increase in material wealth. Right? So let's go to the goldfish. Oh, big huffs coming from behind me. Goldfish. An exquisite goldfish swims in clear blue water tinted gold by the sun. Its long fins and tail undulate slowly as it swims around the pond. This card signifies that the queerest will either have an increase in material wealth or will experience spiritual growth during the time frame indicated. So again, much like this one, romance or spiritual, material or spiritual. Okay, and then vine, seek information that will help you. That's all the way back here. So it's a green vine, grows in tangled circles. Its leaves are green and full, and it's just beginning to blossom. This card indicates that there is information that will be of great help to you, but you must seek it out. This information will not be revealed to you without great effort on your part. Okay. Here is my thinking. If you don't agree with my thinking, that is 100% okay. And I would encourage you to put your thoughts on this in the comments, okay? Here's my thinking. Twice now, the suggestion of spiritual growth has been mentioned, or spiritual gift. And then there's this unknown person. You know, is this someone new? Yeah, maybe you know them, maybe you don't know them. They're going to come in. And they might offer you some sort of, okay, so they might give you some sort of offer that's tempting, but that you maybe shouldn't take to get here. Or they could offer you some type of information that could get you this increase. But there's something about it that has you suspicious. So that's where you're going to, you know, seek out the information that will help you. Now, to seek out the information that will help you, since you might be having spiritual gifts come to, what's the word? Not to mature, not to fruition, but we're just going to say since you might be unlocking or leveling up a spiritual gift that you've previously had, and never really utilized, since you might be getting spiritual growth and a new, you know, maybe one of your abilities, your senses is strengthening. Perhaps that will allow you to intuitively what is the word I'm looking for? It's going to help you get the information. I cannot think of the word I was looking for, and it doesn't matter, words are words. So that's the messages from this one. So let's go see what the fairies have to say as far as all this goes. It's an interesting message, and if that resonates with you at all, please drop a comment down below and let me know what the gift was, or what the temptation was, or whatever the deal may be. Angel, stop licking the floor. That's kind of weird. All right. What other messages do we need right now? Anything? Yeah, okay. We have patience. Greet each moment with endurance and presence of mind. We have dreams. Dreams see the possible pathways of a future that act as a roadmap for our actions. And that might be your spiritual gift right there. Honestly, you might start. Now my dreams are like some kind of very confusing. Basically, my dreams are like a big acid trip adventure. I don't know what the heck is going on in them half the time. I don't know what they mean. So, I really haven't delved very far into dream interpretation. That being said, you know yourself better than anyone else does. So if you have a dream and you go, like if you wake up and you remember it, try to write it down so you don't forget it, because I know that the longer that I go throughout the day, the more of the dream I forget. So write it down and then go through and start looking up. You could just, I go on Google and just start looking up the meanings of different things in your dream, or if you know what they mean, you know, notate that, like maybe make a journal entry out of it. There might be information coming to you, you know, in a dream. So there's that. I think the patience, and I placed it right there under temptation. I think, you know, if somebody's offering you a shortcut, patience is suggesting that you don't take the shortcut, that you resist the temptation. Sanctuary, within your heart, a space of regenerating sanctuary awaits. And we've got determination at the bottom of the deck. Determination is a passion for pursuit leading you on a path of personal achievement. And in the center of the deck, we have opportunity. When your eyes are wide open, opportunities you never thought possible will manifest. So I feel like patience and dreams were pretty self-explanatory, but let's look up sanctuary and get some more information on that. This will be the second time I've used the fairy deck. I really like this deck. So, within your heart, a space of regenerating sanctuary awaits. The refuge of sanctuary entices you to listen to the calm of your heart, which will guide you to a state of peace. Excuse me. Through sanctuary, feelings of anxiety and turmoil can be put to rest by connecting to the healing and rehabilitating essence of inner silence. There are times in life when you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or alienated, either from yourself or from others. At such times, you'll feel nurturing sanctuary awakening within if you seek it out. The sanctuary of the heart can lead you to finding an outer sanctuary, such as a shrine, forest, garden, or any place that brings this peacefulness closer. Your home can be a sanctuary, as a sanctuary is defined as a sacred place, and what would be more sacred than to recreate your home into a space of retreat? One room in your home will work as a sanctuary, someplace to call your own when you need to get away and spend time in your inner silence. It'll do wonders for you if you create a private retreat in your home where you can go to unwind, taking a break from all outside intrusions. Whether it be in the attic, a room, or a cozy spot in your backyard, find a pleasant place of warmth that you can call your own. Make sure everything around you is comfortable, furnished with things that make you happy and relaxed. Be sure there's good lighting so you can read. Perhaps a luxurious bubble bath is your sanctuary. Get those candles lit and play relaxing music. I think I've said that before. And I suggest it a lot to people, actually. A warm, soothing bubble bath will help you unwind and clear away all that accumulated stress. Uninterrupted time to yourself is a must. The stillness found within sanctuary is discovered in moments of complete attention and with full presence of a restful mind. Through cultivating the art of inner sanctum, the lushness and richness of all experiences are welcome and savored. You will feel spruced up when you rediscover what it's like to live with a heart filled with the warmth and inviting nature of sanctuary, rich with energy and vitality. Happiness and oneness live within this inner sanctum, and you can learn to find them at any time and in anything. Live each moment in totality, and you will expand your capacity for openness, confidence, and enjoyment of life. What else does it say? It says the Fairy of Sanctuary opens the ambiance box. Yes, she's got a little box in her hand here. Releasing a delightful blend of those things that she finds most relaxing to her senses. Incense, a song, the soft light of candles blend together for her at this moment. Her mind is unfettered with exterior influence, and she takes the time to calm her mind and heart. This place is her own special temple. She savors this moment, living in its totality. This moment of sanctuary lives within her. The Fairy of Sanctuary wants you to find your place of sanctuary, where you can be alone, safe, and secure, and allow your body total relaxation. You can visit with the Fairy of Meditation or any of the other fairies. Beautify your sanctuary with pieces of you, and you may always find what you seek when you go there. One last thing this fairy wants you to remember: your sanctuary should be sacred, as it is special, as healing as it is relaxing, and never a place to flee to, but a place you healthily visit as often as you can. So it speaks about meditation. It speaks of maybe getting outside into nature. It speaks of, you know, if you have a special place that you go to just to clear your mind. I know one of my daughters used to go out to this hill, but they call it a hill. It looks like a cliff to me, but whatever. But they sit up on top of it and just hang out up there and look at the sky and just let their mind go blank. For me, I like music and incense or candles and my fiber arts. You know, the spiritual bath is something that I'm constantly telling people, like, go make yourself a salt bath, put your favorite bath salts and oils in it, get your candles, get you a cup of tea or coffee or whatever you like to drink, and you know, go take a bath, sit in it until it's cold. So that's the messages from that deck. What else do I want to pull? I usually do 3 decks, so we're going to do one more. Let's see. Let's try these angel answer cards, because we've never, well, I haven't pulled with them yet. So, trying to think of how we're going to use these. I guess I'm just going to throw 3 and see how they relate to this reading. That's how we're going to go about it, because I watched this one reader and she uses these frequently, like as a pick a card, but I've never seen anybody throw with these, so we're going to find out. Well, I might have seen somebody throw with these ones, come to think of it, but we'll find out. All right. What do we got from, okay, we got that. They're also color-coded on the backs, because some of them are like yes, no, maybe type answers. Some of them are time-based answers. Anything else, please? And then the rest of them have other... Let's see what we got here. Take action. Okay. Forgiveness. That's too many. In the near future. Top of the deck, we have ask for help from others. Center of the deck, we have you're ready. Bottom of the deck, we have within the next few weeks. Take action. So, how am I going to read these with this? Take action. And I don't have a guidebook for these, so we're just winging it, y'all. Whether this person brings a temptation or something that literally benefits you, you're going to have to take action one way or the other. It's I don't feel that this is going to be something that you could just dig your heels in and sit down and be like, well, I don't want to. You're going to have to go one way or the other. And so I think that that's what that is about. Forgiveness. I think that as I've said in other, well, maybe it was on an Instagram, the one that I did, that I had talked about, forgiveness doesn't mean that you're okay with something that has happened or that has been done. It just means that you accept that it was and you're willing to move on from it. Forgiveness isn't, I forgive you for doing this thing to me. Excuse me. It is not to make that other person feel like, oh, okay, it's okay that I did this to them. Forgiveness is for your benefit to find this peace in this sanctuary here. It is so that you stop carrying that energy of anger or disappointment or hurt or whatever it is that you're forgiving, however that made you feel. Forgiveness is so that you release those feelings and stop carrying that around with you. Because we've talked about this before, where you don't have room to bring in good stuff if you're still holding on to all the dookie stuff. Does that make sense? I think I used a storage unit as an analogy. Like if you have a storage unit full of negative crap, where are you going to put your treasure chest, right? And so that's what forgiveness does. Forgiveness, going through the process of, processing, grieving, accepting it, forgiving it, releasing it. Now you've made space. That makes that allows you to take all of that just shit off your shoulders. I'm sorry for cussing, but that allows you to take that all off your shoulders and open up space for something else. For one thing, for some peace for you, which you deserve to have. Everybody, I always tell people, you have a right to protect your peace. If that means saying, I forgive you, I release you, stay blessed, have a good one, hope you find your happiness, and then you cut something off, if that brings you peace, so be it. Like, you deserve your peace. And having that peace and stuff allows you to cultivate more positive energies and make room for more positive things to come into your life. So, it is so dry in here. My throat is just like scratchy. We have in the near future, and then within the next few weeks, that definitely would be in the near future. So whatever's going on is going to happen soon. It says you're ready, which is giving me it's giving me magician vibes. You have everything you need. You're ready. So don't doubt it. Don't question it. However, with this, seek out information that will help you. It says ask for help from others. You don't have to shoulder everything on your own. There are burdens that we carry and we think, especially, I feel, this is just my opinion, so don't come for me, but I feel that, like, as a parent, right, I feel like there are certain things that happen now that I'm like, gosh, if I would have made this decision then, maybe this wouldn't be happening now. And I shoulder the burden of that, when in all actuality, like, everybody has free will. And so pickles that other people get themselves into, or that, people that are in my life, that, including my children, the little things that they get themselves into and stuff, those are results of their actions. And those are actually not my burdens to carry. Right? And so you as well. Everybody makes their choices, and yeah, the lives around you may be affected by the choices that you make. However, how people choose to go on from there, that's on them. I tell my girls all the time, you cannot control what other people do or say. The only thing you can control is how you, well, first of all, whether you react or respond, which is all of a 30-second difference, really. If you think about it, if somebody comes at you sideways with some dumb shit, are you going to jump right back? Or are you going to stand there for about 30 seconds and let them feel stupid while you kind of like get yourself under control and then respond, right? You can control that. You can't control the dumb stuff that they just came at you with, but you can choose how you come back at them. You can choose to fly back with the same low vibe and just dookie ass energy, or you can choose to be like, oh, okay, that's how you feel? Okay, I'm gonna let you feel that way. Bye. And you can walk away from it. So yeah, you can't control other people's actions. You can control whether you're going to react or respond, and you can control how you're going to react or respond to what somebody else has done. So, but ultimately, what they've done is their burden. If somebody comes at you with some dumb shit, and you choose to respond versus react, for one, so you refuse to engage in some big blowout or fight or whatever, and then you're like, oh, well, bless your heart, and you walk away and you cut them out of your life. Well, no, you've chosen not to lower yourself, not to lower your vibe, not to stress yourself out, not to carry that on your shoulders, and to cut that out of your life altogether. So who suffers the consequences of that? The person that decided to come at you all sideways in the first place, right? Anyway, I don't even remember how we got here now. I lost myself. Ask for help from others. Shouldering burdens that are not necessarily yours to carry or not yours to carry alone. Don't be afraid to ask for help from others. So, all in all, I feel like, I don't know what the heck that was in the background, but I feel like this is a pretty decent message, and I feel like you're headed towards something. I feel like it's something that's going to bring you this sanctuary. I feel like whatever's going on here is going to bring you some inner peace. And good on you. Like, don't we all need some? But that's pretty much it. So if this resonated or helped or whatever, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down in the comment section and tell me how it resonated, or if you translated this differently. Drop your interpretation of this reading, because I'm always open to learn and hear from other people. All these decks will be linked in the description box. Peep my other socials, because there's readings up there too. And I think that's it. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time. Y'all stay blessed.